Welcome back, everybody. Today we are unboxing the Nauticam Nikon Z8. I'm really excited about this because I've been shooting the Nikon Z8 now for a couple months. I have been lucky enough to get it underwater in a Nauticam housing as well, but it was one I was borrowing from work. Thankfully, I work somewhere I get to borrow this sort of equipment, which is amazing. But now I have my own. Let's open it up. One thing that's amazing about Nauticam housings is each housing comes with its own travel case. We'll just get rid of this one. Travel case is great. It also comes with a shoulder strap in that box I just threw over there. But let's open this up and see what's inside. The first thing you're gonna see is you get a toolkit, which is an Allen key set, as well as a spare O-ring for the housing, the main housing O-ring, which is incredibly important to have spare O-rings, especially if you're going out on a shoot and somehow yours gets damaged. You also get a small thing of lubricant inside here. Let's open it up. So we get the Allen key set, Nauticam lubricant. This lubricant is the same as your O2 compatible stuff you use on your dive gear. It's a water soluble lubricant, so you can use it on everything and it's safe, which is one reason I love this. I use this along with, of course, I did buy some expensive dive lubricant as well. This will last me a lifetime. This tube will probably last me 6 months if I'm generous, which is great. We get that spare housing O-ring I mentioned in the final reveal. I'm so excited to finally have my own Z8 housing. I'm super stoked about it. Tell me this isn't the most satisfying thing. So you'll see on my right-hand side, I have my shutter release, back button focus. Down here is gonna be your record button. One of the reasons I think Nauticam housings are far superior to other housings on the market is how well they reroute the controls to your left and right side. You have your display options, playback, you can access other controls here, zoom control, your 2 function buttons down below, and you can also access your ISO and your shutter speed dial here. So everything is super easy to access, which is fantastic. Let's take a look on the inside. Let's pull the 2 halves apart. You see the front half and the rear half. How they managed to reroute all those controls, it's pretty amazing with what the engineers over at Nauticam were able to create here. You also see the on-off switch for the integrated vacuum and leak detection system here. You have your battery compartment on that side, but it's amazing. I do have some accessories that I would like to mount on the Z8 housing that I am carrying over from the Nikon D850. The first being an M16 vacuum, which will give me access to those vacuum electronics that are built into the housing. The next being 2 M5 ball mounts, so it's going to give me a ball mount here and a ball mount here. And then at some point, I would like a top ball mount onto these 1/4 20 holds here. That way I can attach a monitor to the camera housing. If you hear some sounds in the background, it's because my girlfriend's eating popcorn just off camera to the side there. Hi, Haley.
Hi.
Now that I got these M5 balls installed, I'm gonna move on to the vacuum, which is the M16 vacuum valve right here. So when you're removing these plugs, you can do it a few different ways. The first being the use of a flathead. Now, of course, just using the bare metal flathead onto here is going to scratch that cap up a ton. So a good way to mitigate that is gonna be using like a microfiber towel, put this around the tip of it. You'll probably still end up scratching it a little bit, but there we go. Not scratched at all. Still brand new. Perfect. I just remembered I don't think I have a vacuum tool with me, which could be a problem, but I don't think it will be. There we go. So the vacuum valve is installed. This weekend, we are going to Flower Garden Banks National Marine Sanctuary. So I'm excited to put this housing to use, put this camera to use, and see what kind of amazing footage we get to capture along the way. If you want a more detailed breakdown of the Nauticam housings, Nauticam systems, I am planning on doing a Nauticam versus Ikelite comparison. So I have access to an Ikelite housing for the Nikon Z8, so I will be comparing those side by side. So if you want to see that, please press that subscribe button, follow along, and let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think the Nauticam housing is worth it? A $5,000 housing for a roughly $3,500, $4,000 camera makes it about a $10,000 investment, which is pretty crazy. Let me know what you think about it down below. Thanks for watching.